is not.
Yeah. Yo. It's Dave and Johnny live.
You turn the lights on.
Yeah, we're just starting a show, and I was like, man, it seems a little dark in here. What's the deal? We forgot to turn some lights on. We just turned them on just as we started the show. Boom. We're here.
Now it's okay.
Like, we did that just in time. That was pretty good.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. While the, intro of the show was running, we were, turning on lights. We were scrambling. We were like, oh, wait a second. We forgot. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show.
Yeah, how's it going?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
Not bad. I mean, for March, it's pretty good. I mean, still kind of winter, but not bad.
Yeah, it's warm. It's been a warm winter.
Though I say this and it's snowing, so who knows how much snow we're going to get.
It's snowing, but it doesn't seem like it's sticking around. Like, it's not remaining on the ground, It's melting.
Right.
Saw my car this morning, had a bunch of snow on it. Just looked at my car 10 minutes ago. Not much snow.
I feel like I really screwed up this week because I could have seen the Batista movie. I think it was on yesterday, actually. And I forgot, so I missed the screening. But I am still going to go see it. I'm just going to go see it when it actually comes out, unfortunately.
Oh.
So that kind of sucks, but oh well.
You could have gone to see the Batista movie for free.
Oh, I could have been reviewing it right now, actually.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I know. Oh, well.
That would have been good for Dave and Johnny Live.
Well, a week before it even comes out, yeah. That would have been fantastic.
Oh.
Yeah, too bad.
You really dropped the ball, Johnny.
I forgot.
This guy.
We're already March 6th. I'm like,
yeah,
it's March 5th was the screening. Shoot. Whoops. I got to get my head in the game here on March.
What's Batista's new movie?
I think it's like My Spy. It's like some sort of he's a spy with a little kid or something. They previewed it, I think, during Raw. It was like a trailer.
He's a spy with a kid?
Yeah.
Like he has a kid, or the kid is also a spy?
Oh, I'm not well aware of what the heck is going on, really. Just I know he's got a kid with him. I think he's a spy. Maybe he's a cop. Who knows?
Okay.
So
Batista has a new movie.
Yeah.
Batista's movie career is like a thing that's still happening?
I think it's just like John Cena. It's still happening. That Guardians of the Galaxy, I know you don't watch superhero movies, but Guardians of the Galaxy was a big deal.
Yeah.
And it was in 3 of those.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's doing okay.
Yeah. But I thought after that, I don't know. I didn't know that things were still happening for him. I know I guess he's still in movies, but how long does it last with Batista? He's not The Rock, right?
Yeah, he's still pretty big, though.
Yeah? Cena. How's Cena's movie career going?
Well, he's going to be the new Fast and Furious this year, so that's okay.
Yeah.
Transformers sucks, but that's not his fault.
Right. Yeah, I mean, they're doing all right. They're making movies, I guess. Nothing I want to see.
Well, it's better than WWE movies they used to make. I don't know how bad those were.
Yeah, for sure. I'm sure they pay a lot better, too.
I would hope so.
Yeah. Fast and Furious. How many of the...
Well, we're counting the spinoffs, too, because The Rock's doing a spinoff series, too. So.
I haven't seen a single Fast and Furious movie. That's why, when I hear John Cena is in, a Fast and Furious whatever, I'm like, what is that, straight to DVD? Or
No, it's a big blockbuster.
It's a big deal. People care about that.
Yeah,
People are into it.
I would say...
It's going to be a big movie. I'm really out of touch with that.
Almost every year, that's the big thing that comes out in terms of the summertime.
Really?
Last year was The Rock with the Fast and Furious movie.
Was that the one with Roman Reigns in it?
Yeah, it was actually.
Ooh-ah. All I know about that was that Roman Reigns was in it with Dwayne.
I talked about it on the show, yeah.
Yeah. But no, I've never seen one of those.
Well, that's probably the one to watch because that had The Rock in it, right? So, and Roman. The other one's just...
But I watched the documentary on HBO about that guy who died from the movies.
Was it Paul Walker?
Yeah. I haven't seen the movies, but I watched a documentary about the guy for some reason. It was on.
But he didn't die during the filming of the movie. He just died in a random car accident.
Yeah, but in a high-speed car crash, which is kind of weird, right?
Sad. It's terrible,
Ironic, though. He's in the high-speed car movies, and then that's how he dies. It's strange.
It's too bad.
Yeah, of course. He had a daughter, I remember, from the movie. Anyways, you like the Fast and Furious movies? Have you seen them all?
No.
Are you excited to see Cena in it? Is Cena going to be in opposition to The Rock in that movie?
No, because like, I guess The Rock doesn't get along with Vin Diesel, so they separated The Rock, and The Rock does his own kind of like franchise series of Fast and Furious. Because him and Vin Diesel don't like each other anymore.
Like for real.
For real, yeah. There's like real heat.
Yeah.
So they separated them, but they still have them going. Just it's like Fast and the Furious, like Hobbs and Shaw. Like he did one with Jason Statham. That was the one with Roman Reigns. And I guess the one with Cena, he's going to play the brother of Vin Diesel. The evil brother.
Cena is going to play Vin Diesel's brother. Vin Diesel still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive. Wow. Like, why would he not be? What? Like, does he look like he was going to die or anything? Or, like, was there any concern? I mean, you're hearing stuff I haven't heard, obviously.
No. I mean, he just looked, I don't know. Sometimes you see Vin Diesel. His name is Vin Diesel. I don't know. You figure guys like that, something's going to happen to him. Guys named Vin Diesel don't live to be 90, you know? It's just, I don't know.
I don't think he's
I couldn't picture a, 100-year-old man named Vin Diesel.
I could see him live to 90. Why not? Like,
Maybe I hope he does, man. I wish Vin Diesel a long life. Vin Diesel. There's no way that's his real name. Vin Diesel. How is there a man walking around named Vin Diesel and we're all right with that? Could we just call him Mark Sinclair? Because that's his real name.
Whoa.
Mark Sinclair is a 52-year-old man walking around calling himself Vin Diesel. That's like okay for a stripper or a porn star. This guy's trying to be an actor. You know, he's in movies. Yeah, male stripper. I'm Vin Diesel. I take off my pants for ladies, you know? That seems like a guy named Vin Diesel, not like an actor. At this point, if I were Vin Diesel, I'd be like, all right, guys, just call me Mark Sinclair. Like, it's ridiculous, you know? But no, he's still going with Vin Diesel.
Like all his movies, it always says Vin Diesel, so people just know it by that.
It's like Max Power. Like when Homer changed his name to Max Power.
That was a great episode. Fantastic.
Like your name isn't even Johnny North.
Well, Johnny, yeah, but not North.
Yeah.
So, it's fine.
My name is a real shoot name. Dave Simon. Like Dave Simon MMA.
Rocky Johnson, it wasn't actually Johnson. He changed that, too, so.
What?
And now The Rock, like, he gets Johnson because his dad changed his name.
What?
Yeah. You can look that one up, too, Wikipedia. It's there.
Rocky Johnson. What? Rocky Johnson, wrestler.
Yeah, I guess there's a lot of Rocky Johnsons, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. Wade Douglas Bowles.
See? There you go.
So his name isn't even Dwayne Johnson. It's Dwayne Bowles. But he changed... Wait. I don't understand. Did he legally change his name to Rocky Johnson?
Yeah.
So Wade Douglas Bowles, at some point in his life, probably after he was given the wrestling name Rocky Johnson, like that's probably some promoter who's like, you're Rocky Johnson. And he's like, okay. And then that just becomes his name. And then his son is Dwayne Johnson?
Correct, yeah. That's how
Johnson?
I thought you knew about this, actually.
I did not know. That's like Hogan. That's like Nick Hogan calling himself Hogan. I don't think Terry Bollea's even changed his name ever, so that's even more crazy. I guess if Rocky Johnson legally changed his name, but who knows if he really did? We are assuming that he did. Dwayne Johnson's name, I think, legally is Dwayne Johnson, although at this point, I'm questioning everything.
Well, they still call him The Rock, too, in the movie, so that's kind of cool.
Dwayne Douglas Johnson. So he kept the Douglas.
Okay. That's
so
nice.
Wade Douglas Bowles, who changed his name to Rocky Johnson, when he had his son, The Rock, didn't name him The Rock, named him Dwayne Douglas Johnson. So he kept the Douglas. The Douglas is still there.
Probably called him Rocky, as a nickname.
Wow. Mind blown. No idea. I had no idea.
It's
Douglas.
a huge revelation.
Don't forget about Douglas, the Douglas name, very important in the Rock household. You know, his father had the Douglas name, and that's the only name he carried on, other than his gimmick wrestling name, Johnson.
Oh yeah,
His name isn't even Johnson.
Like you're really like torn over this. It seems like, wow. Like
I'm just surprised. I had no idea. I thought I knew. I thought the guy's name was Shoot Rocky Johnson. For real. I thought his name was Rocky Johnson because he named his son Dwayne Johnson. So I'm like, oh, yeah, well, you're not going to use, like, you know, Undertaker doesn't give his kids, you know, the last name Taker. I don't think.
Yeah, I haven't looked that one up, actually, so I don't know.
He has kids, right?
He's got, like, several kids,
yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
With a couple different ladies.
I want to say 3.
He's got kids with Michelle.
There was Sarah.
I don't know if he's got kids with her. I don't know who
Yeah, she was pregnant, remember? Like
I don't remember.
She was pregnant on WWE TV.
Sarah, the one who he had a neck tattoo.
Right.
You talk about whose neck tattoo is more regrettable, Undertaker's or Cody Rhodes?
Well, I guess Taker's.
Definitely Taker's, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's getting on Cody, but like, come on, we forget about Undertaker's neck tattoo that said Sarah, like right here, right across his neck, which has got to be painful.
I think it's more painful to get it removed, like what she did.
He got it. Did he get it removed or covered up?
I feel like he got it removed.
I don't know. I feel like maybe there was something put over it. I don't think he got it removed. I think the removal, from what I understand, is more painful than the actual tattoo.
I would think.
But Taker's a tough guy. He don't care. Yeah, I'm looking at current pictures of Taker, and I don't really see anything where the Sarah used to be. I guess he got it fully removed. Damn, he's a tough dude. Look at that. Fully removed. Hold on. Let me show you. There's Taker. Look at his neck. Boom. No Sarah tattoo. Nothing. There's nothing. There's Taker and Michelle, his current wife. Now let me see. Can we find a picture of Taker with the Sarah tattoo so people know what we're talking about? For sure we can, because Google is the best. Thank you, Google.
Found that pretty quick, actually. Wow.
Yeah, that was really, really easy. Look at that. Sarah. That was on his neck, legit, when he was married to Sarah. Is that a picture of Sarah? It is. That's Sarah.
He likes blondes, I guess.
The legendary Sarah. Oh, brother. Fully American badass. BSK pride on his stomach there, Taker. The big Sarah tattoo on his neck. With Sarah. Now he's with Michelle. Did he have kids with Sarah?
He had 8 kids. She was pregnant, so.
Fantastic.
And I feel like he may have had a kid with someone else before Sarah.
Who knows, man? The dead man keeps that stuff pretty private. We don't know too much about his children at all, right? I don't know anything about Undertaker's kids.
You just know that he has them. That's it.
We know he has kids. I think he's daughters.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't even know. I don't even know.
Not really my business.
No, it isn't. But Taker keeps it very private. Like, we know about a lot of other wrestlers' kids.
Because they're kind of put in that spotlight.
Yeah, I mean, Shane had his 3 sons walk him down the ramp at WrestleMania. Like, we know that Shane has 3 kids, and one of them looks a lot like Vince.
And Stephanie has 3 daughters who are always in the front row.
Stephanie and Triple H. Don't forget about Triple H.
Right.
Don't forget about the game, the Cerebral Assassin.
None with the Macho Man, right?
Oh, how dare you?
Well, I was just saying, like, nothing happened, right?
Well, I don't know if nothing happened between Triple H and Macho Man.
You
mean Stephanie and Macho Man?
You always have to throw it out there because everyone believes in that myth. So
everybody believes that Macho Man and Stephanie McMahon had some sort of relation.
I guess so.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true. Rumors. Do you believe it?
I believe there's a lot of fooling around in wrestling. So
things happen in pro wrestling.
A lot of things happen.
A lot of things happen. Crazy things happen.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Wouldn't be surprised either.
Yeah.
And at this point, who cares?
Well, I guess to a lot of people, it does.
Well, the only thing that I could see is that there's a possibility she was underage.
Ooh, that's kind of rough.
which would have been pretty terrible.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
But there's also a possibility that she wasn't. She might have been 18, and
Okay.
Macho Man may have been in his 40s at the time, late 30s at least.
Right. Who knows, right?
I don't know. I don't know if it's true. I don't know. I'll tell you this much: I wouldn't ask Stephanie about it.
She's not my friend, so yeah.
I'd like to know, but if I were talking to Stephanie, it would be hard to ask her. You know, it'd be hard to be like, so, Macho Man. You know,
I don't know if I really.
I don't know
wanna
if anybody's ever asked her about it
Oh, I'm sure people have asked her about it.
in public, like in interviews.
No, I don't know about in interviews like that, but
I mean, just because people are out there, people have talked about it. You know,
right,
why wouldn't she address it?
because you don't want to add attention to something that you don't think deserves attention whatsoever.
I don't know. Like if she were asked point blank, like, there's a lot of rumors about Macho Man and you, and
Right.
can you just put an end to these rumors, confirm or deny? How hard is that?
She hasn't been put in that situation. You need TMZ on her butt.
You need to come on Wrestling Uncensored, Stephanie. I know you listen to Wrestling Uncensored. I don't know if she watches Dave and Johnny live, but I know she loves Wrestling Uncensored. She should come on the show, finally, get these questions answered.
A question. That's pretty much the only question you have for her, pretty much.
I got a lot of questions for Stephanie. Like, what's the deal? And really?
What does that even mean? What the heck?
Oh, it's just WWE in general. What's the deal? Really? This guy? I could just point to a bunch of guys and be like, this guy? That guy? What are you doing here? Goldberg? Just Goldberg, question mark. First question. Hey, Stephanie, thanks for coming on the show. Goldberg, question mark?
I get Goldberg. Goldberg makes a lot of sense, actually. The past works. Sell the past. Save the future with the past. Huh. That's fun.
Not happening. People trying to call me during the show.
You're busy.
I'm busy, bro.
But we're supposed to talk about AEW a bit, no?
AEW. Dynamite was great. Jake the Snake.
It
We're going to
seems-
talk about AEW more on Wrestling Uncensored.
We have an AEW topic to talk about.
Yeah. MJF.
Right.
He flipped off I think it was 7-year-old fan.
Okay.
TMZ got mad. All sorts of people were outraged.
Uh-huh.
The kid's father was right there.
Right. Okay.
They're at an MJF autograph signing.
Yeah.
People are outraged. Is this outrageous?
I don't think it is.
Me neither.
I mean, it's what he does.
It's what he does. It's not the first time he's flipped off a kid. He's a heel in the old school sense of the word, and it works. He gets heat. People hate him. And if people are going to hate him more because he did that, fine. However,
what?
if this was my kid that he flipped off, I wouldn't be too happy about it.
Well,
And MJF may have to deal with me.
the thing is,
You think I could take MJF?
I don't know about that.
No?
No, I don't know about that. He's pretty tough.
I don't know. I wonder, if he flips off the wrong guy's kid, could he be in trouble? It's a good thing, though, that Wardlow is next to him all the time, right? That big guy, legit, is a good bodyguard.
Yeah,
Because
of
he's
course.
gigantic. I don't think I could say Wardlow. Wardlow's gigantic, So if MJF does these heel tactics, and somebody does get mad and try to jump him or whatever,
Right.
which is part of wrestling. That's what happens,
Yeah.
Wardlow is a really good backup. I saw MJF flip off the kid, and I was like, man, I'd be mad. And then I saw Wardlow right behind MJF, and I'd be like, yeah, and I probably wouldn't do anything about it.
Well, the thing is, I blame the father more than anything. So really, the fault would be on you if
Yeah,
you put your
That's
son in
it.
a
Don't
situation.
bring your kid near MJF. Don't bring your kid to AEW, really.
It's TV14 show.
Yeah, I was actually having a conversation with my son's mother the other day
Uh-oh.
about AEW.
Uh-oh.
And no, that's all right. And we're talking about it, and you said AEW. What is Cody? Did Cody say they're coming here?
They're supposed to. He bet a fan like $100 that if we don't come here, you get $100 from me.
If the AEW doesn't come to Montreal,
Toronto or Montreal?
Toronto or Montreal by
This year.
This year?
Yeah.
Okay. So I was saying, like, if AEW comes here, could I bring my son?
I say no.
He'd be like 3.
Yeah, no.
And I don't think so. And I don't really want him watching AEW a lot of the times now. Like, he likes wrestling, you know?
Right.
And WWE's fine. For the most part, it's totally fine.
For the most part.
You know?
Yeah.
Even the stuff that's supposed to be scary, like The Fiend, he loves The Fiend. He thinks he's the best.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, The Fiend. He's excited when he comes out.
He understands The Fiend.
He gets it.
Yeah.
He knows it's a gimmick. He's down with the program.
Right.
But AEW, it's, you know, the language that they use.
Yep.
It's not for kids.
The violence, too. The blood.
Yeah, a lot of blood. A lot of blood.
There'll be more.
WWE is a more kid-friendly product. And I wonder if AEW is not alienating a large part of the audience because they're appealing to a more adult wrestling product. At the same time, I, as an adult, have been craving this type of wrestling product. This is what I want to see. I'm far more entertained by AEW, what they're doing, than WWE, right? But when I'm watching wrestling with my son, much easier watching SmackDown when the worst thing that's going to happen is Roman Reigns is going to get dog food poured on him, you know? And that's just funny. You know, to a 3-year-old, that's just hilarious.
Then he wants to do it to you.
Well, we don't have a dog, so there's no dog food, so we're good.
No, he just does it.
Yeah, he's like, oh, dog food, you know, there's no dog food, you know?
Right.
It's funny. So WWE it's way more kid-friendly, and I'm seeing wrestling from 2 different ways now. Like, I'm seeing wrestling as, well, I'm a dad, and what am I going to allow my son to watch? And then, at the same time, well, I'm a grown man, and what do I want to watch? You know? So, he's not really allowed to watch AEW. He's not, I mean, he watches a little bit here and there, but not really. He knows who the characters are. I let him watch
the Bucks.
I let him watch Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks because those guys are for the children. They don't swear.
Kenny, it's questionable.
Kenny, on TV, he doesn't swear.
They're bleeding, I mean.
Yeah, but usually he doesn't.
Not all the time, but he can.
He rarely does. But Cody and MJF, those guys, no. He's not watching Cody.
Okay, wow.
You know? And I see Antoinette saying, you know, only Vince would find that funny. Well, yeah, Vince would find dog food funny. She's saying the dog food, you know.
Right.
Vince McMahon and a 3-year-old, you know.
Exactly.
He's almost 3. He'll be 3 in June, you know. He's like 2, whatever.
Right.
He finds it funny. I don't find it funny. You don't find it funny. But, you know, Vince and children. And that's who SmackDown, I think, is appealing to.
Well, I just remember, there's a bit of a shoot here, like before we were watching Dynamite, before the 10 Lashes, I told you, I'm like, yeah, I think Zev shouldn't watch this. Because I don't think he should watch
No, he
this.
didn't watch it.
No. And he shouldn't.
No. But a lot of the Kenny Omega stuff, it's just athleticism. You know, it's...
Except the Moxley stuff, like that, it's a bit too much.
Yeah.
For
Well,
him.
I don't... Yeah. The Moxley matches,
Right.
He's not watching Moxley.
Right.
Like, there are certain guys in AEW who's like, no, we're not watching this, you know? He could watch, you know, little bits and pieces, but that's it. He loves the Elite, though. He loves Kenny and the Bucks.
Yeah, I understand that. Makes sense.
They're cool.
At times.
Yeah. Like the match with Hangman, like the Bucks against Kenny and Hangman from Revolution.
The 6-star match.
Yeah. Incredible match, right?
Not 6 stars, but whatever.
Did Meltzer give it 6 stars?
He did. Whatever.
He's got a 5-star system, and he's like, we're breaking it every time. Like, every match that, like, Kenny Omega has, it's like, more stars, more stars. It's like, all right, dude. It doesn't, I don't care about how many stars he gives a match. Like, I disagree with him a lot of times.
He's right a lot of times, too, though. He's watched a lot of wrestling.
Yeah. I agree with him a lot of times, but I also disagree. You know, it's like, yeah, whatever, dude. Like, I've watched a lot of wrestling, too.
Right.
So, whatever, you know? His opinion is what it is, but it's, you know, a lot of people take some people's wrestling opinions like the be-all and end-all, and it's like, yeah, it's whatever. It's one man's opinion.
Hey, he was quoted.
Doesn't mean it's real. Doesn't mean it's the truth.
AEW quoted him, so That means something.
Well, yeah, they quoted a lot of, they quoted the guys there. Who cares?
Well, yeah, but he was the last one, though, so it really made it seem like he was the most important of all the wrestling insiders.
He's the biggest name.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. He's all right.
Well, with AEW, he's got the inside track because he's friends with them, so.
Yeah. A lot of stuff he says I don't believe.
When it comes to WWE, I think maybe his inside information might be a little off.
I think it's inside misinformation and sometimes, educated guesses.
100%.
Disguised as truth and inside info,
As facts, but it's
Yeah.
not really facts. They're just guesses, really.
Like, I could come on here and tell you certain things.
You do a lot, actually. You tell us a lot of things.
Yeah, no, but I could tell you that they're facts, when they're just opinions and, educated opinions on, I watch a lot of WWE. I watch all the shows I have for decades now, right? So I could kind of see where they're headed with a lot of stuff,
Right.
Doesn't mean,
That's what's going to happen.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. And then a lot of these guys are like, well, this is going to happen, but plans could change. It's like, well, okay. Well, I'll tell you right now, Brock Lesnar is supposed to retain the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. I have inside information that Brock is retaining. Plans could change, but my intel tells me, my sources inside WWE are telling me that Brock Lesnar is going to retain. He's going to beat Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania.
I think that's what Meltzer said. No?
But plans could change.
I think
Is that what he said?
I'm pretty sure Meltzer said that, actually.
See?
Yeah, well. A lot of people can guess that, too.
And I'm
though.
not charging you however much a month for the whatever observer,
Mm.
I don't know, man. So Super Chat. Thank you, Antoinette. Hook us up with the Super Chat. Donate.ringsidereport.net.
Oh, that's
If you
cool.
want to keep getting this content for free, just keep hooking us up, and we'll keep giving it to you. And we charge less than other people in the business. I mean, no disrespect. I'm sure it's worth the money. I've never subscribed, but I feel like sometimes they're educated guesses disguised as real information, and I feel like that's disingenuous.
Well, again, when it comes to
I don't know.
WWE,
I wouldn't want to do that. I would feel bad doing that.
Right. You should.
I'd feel dishonest. I try to be as honest as possible.
But again, I think when it comes to WWE, he's taking guesses because he doesn't have all the inside information. But AEW, I think he does have all the inside information.
Well,
Because he's getting from the Bucks pretty much.
yeah, and they get 6-star matches in return.
Exactly. Well, give and take.
Sure.
I get it. It's
Hey,
a good idea, actually.
I'll tell you what. If The Miz calls me today,
Yeek.
okay? Miz, Mike, I'm talking to you directly. Mike Mizanin.
This almost happened one time, too.
Yeah, it almost happened. Contact me directly, Mike. Tell me what's happening backstage in WWE. Give me some good dirt, okay? Tell me what's happening with Rusev. Where's Rusev? And then tell me some outcomes of WrestleMania matches that I couldn't predict, okay? And then I'm going to come on this show and Wrestling Uncensored, and I'm going to give every match that you have 5 stars. I'm going to talk about how great you are, The Miz, okay?
You disrespect everybody by saying something like that. You
Well,
disrespect our fan base completely. by
well,
saying
sure,
5
but
stars.
when you have a 5-star system and you're like 7 stars for the guys that give me the information, it's like, well, okay.
Well, yeah, but to be fair, that was a great
It
match.
was a great match. I get it, but he's like, that was the greatest tag team match you'll ever see ever. That was the best tag team match ever.
In the
Now,
U.S.
In the U.S., because everything in Japan is better, of course, according to him. Which sometimes it is. I mean, he's not wrong a lot of times.
He's not wrong sometimes.
It's very good.
Yeah.
I'm not denying that he's wrong. I'm not saying he's wrong, but okay, take it easy sometimes. That was the
Favoritism.
greatest tag team match of all time. Of all time. Of all the tag team matches in the history of professional wrestling, that one match at Revolution was the greatest. That's one man's opinion. It's not a fact. It's not a fact.
Well,
But a lot of wrestling fans are like, it's a fact. I'm like, nah, man, it's not a fact. It's like, but he gave it this. It's like, so what, man? I gave it 2 stars. I mean, I didn't. I don't have a star system.
right.
I'll tell you if it was good, great, excellent, or fucking amazing. What do you want me to tell you? Star systems don't really mean anything. I use them sometimes during a long tournament for myself to kind of remember how good a match was.
Right.
That's about
good.
it.
It's a good idea, especially the New Japan tournaments are very long.
That's it. It's a good marker. Other than that, come on. And you can't compare eras. Really? Brett and Owen against the Steiner brothers was not as good as Kenny and Hangman against the Bucks. It wasn't as good? I mean, it probably, story-wise, maybe not, but, there have been some pretty great tag team matches in the history of the wrestling business. And to say that one is the greatest among all the rest is a little silly.
Well,
it's an art form. It's opinion. You
Right.
know? It's like saying, this song that I just heard is the greatest fucking song ever written, ever. And you're like, no, it wasn't. What about this other song? It's like, come on, man. It's an art form. To say one thing is the greatest ever, it's like, take it easy, bro. Tranquilo.
Well, in terms of action, you can't deny.
It was very good.
Yeah, very good.
Was it the greatest tag team match you've ever seen?
If you take out the rules of tag team wrestling, I think it's definitely up there. But
It's up there.
yeah.
Is it the number? In your mind, are you convinced that it was the greatest tag team match you've ever seen? I'm not convinced that it was. I think it was definitely one of the best tag team matches I've ever seen. I think Kenny and Ibushi against the Bucks was just as good.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. I haven't seen that match, so hard to say.
You didn't see that?
No, I didn't see that one.
Okay. It was, just as good.
But we're not deciding that, the TLC matches that Edge, Christian, Hardy's, and Dudley's had, are they in the mix? Or are
Do
they
they not count? Do they not count?
I don't know. What's the criteria here? Because, I feel like it's in the same criteria because there's no real rules in that one, just like this one. So it should be in the same boat, I think.
That's it. Just saying one is the best ever. It's a bit okay, I get that you're excited, but I feel like it's an emotional response.
Well, in the heat of the moment kind of thing. But, I mean, that match, I think it left a lasting impression. And I think it deserved a lot of attention, without question. 6 stars? I don't know about that.
It was match of the night at a fantastic pay-per-view.
A good pay-per-view. I wouldn't say fantastic, but a good pay-per-view.
Now, we have a rating system on pay-per-views.
We didn't actually rate the
That's
pay-per-view.
the only system that we have, and we forgot to rate the pay-per-view.
We did, yeah. I remember that
That's
now.
how important we take our rating system, because who gives a shit? You either like it or you didn't, man.
Well, we
You're
all
either
liked
going to
it.
buy it or you're not. The only thing that really matters is, asses in the seats and dollars in the pockets.
I think it got a lot of people talking about AEW this past week.
For sure. It was a great match. It was the best match of the night. What rating out of 10? Now, we have an out of 10 because forget 5, man. Forget that. I mean,
That's tough.
Meltzer has already shown us that if you have to do an out of 5 rating, you're screwed. You can't do it because you're going to go to 6 or 7 for some reason, which doesn't make sense. You can't have more than 100%, right? So
Apparently you can now.
right, whatever. So out of 10, now don't give it an 11 because you're not allowed. Okay, you can give it a 10.
Good to know.
But I don't think we have ever given a pay-per-view a 10.
I don't think I have, at least. No.
I don't think I have either.
I don't even think I gave a 9 even.
I think I've given a 9. I think maybe Double or Nothing or All Out or one of those.
Yeah, one of them got
All
an
in
8 or...
All in might have been a 9 or 10, 9.5. I don't think I've never given a 10, but I've come pretty close. I've given 8, 8.5. I'd give Revolution a solid 8.
I thought about this a bit. I'm like, it's good. I mean, 7, it's better than a 7. 8, I'm like, I don't know if it's good as an 8. 7.5.
7.5. Wow. What would you give Super Showdown? I don't think we gave that a rating either. I'd give it about a 3.
I want to say
maybe 2, 2.5. It's pretty terrible.
6.5 in terms.
What?
Yeah.
How you giving Revolution 7.5 and Super Showdown 6.5? You always give more to WWE pay-per-views. You give more.
They give more.
You give more respect to WWE pay-per-views.
Man, did you see the amount of like entertainment they gave you in that pay-per-view? Fantastic. The wrestling was
You
not the
give
best.
points for pyro, don't you?
Presentation, you get a lot of points for that.
Production value and pyro.
Yeah, you get a lot for that. You appease the eyes, you win points.
Antoinette says she gives the Super Showdown 3.5.
Wow, wasn't that bad? But I like Goldberg winning, actually. I'm like, man, you surprised me. I love it when they surprise me. It was a good surprise.
Or maybe she just picked up a 3.5. I don't know.
Okay.
I think she's talking about Super Showdown. I was a bit surprised with Goldberg, but I wasn't.
Well, it wasn't a good surprise for
I was
you.
not surprised. Were you surprised that Bill Goldberg won? Were you really?
Pleasantly surprised, yeah.
I was not surprised.
I thought, no, you
Pleasantly
Stay the course.
surprised, you dick.
stay
You're
the-
such a troll. You troll like just all of wrestling, don't you?
No, I'm actually really happy about that.
Where's the Goldberg title run T-shirt that I got you? Didn't I, get
should
you a
wear
shirt
one.
that says it says Goldberg title run on it?
Yeah.
Come on, man. This is the time to bust it out. It's Goldberg season.
Well, that's the WrestleMania watch along. Right now,
Oh.
it's support your friends. Right now,
How long is our WrestleMania watch along gonna be?
I told you like 7 grueling hours.
Can't be 7 hours. How do you like Fred's idea of starting it at like 3 in the afternoon?
I love it, but they won't do that.
They
They won't
should.
do that.
It used to be on in the afternoon, right?
That was when they were in the West Coast, I think.
Was it?
I think so. But now that it's in Florida, that's not going to happen. Like, we're screwed.
Start at 3 in the afternoon.
I wish.
Come on. If it's going to be 7 or 8 hours, you can't have the main event of WrestleMania past midnight. It's ridiculous.
Well, think about it. I mean, the women get at least 4 or 5 matches just for titles alone, right? Because you're going to have the NXT Championship, and you're going to put the Raw, SmackDown, Tag Team titles, Battle Royal. You're just that alone right there. You have like 5 matches. And you're just beginning that WrestleMania supercard of like 14 matches.
The main events should be really short, though.
I hope, but you know it won't be.
Goldberg and Roman.
Okay, that might be short, but I don't think Brock and Drew will be short.
It won't go over 10.
Okay, but 10's still long on a 14-match show.
It's not that long. And it might be the last match of the night.
That's tough. What's going to be the last match? It's really tough. I feel-
Probably Roman.
Yeah.
Probably Roman.
It's his hometown. It makes sense for him to be the last.
Oh, it is his hometown.
Yeah.
It's going to be his crowning moment, too. He's going to beat Goldberg in his hometown, walk away, Universal Champion. Hoo-ah!
Your son's going to love it.
Yeah,
Man, he does a great spear, your son, by the way.
he does.
Yeah, so that's going to be a great moment. But he's going to be asleep, though, unfortunately.
Oh, that's a great compliment. He's not even 3 years old, and a pro wrestler here says he's got a great spear.
He's
good.
He speared that giraffe like it was nobody's business. Like, man, that giraffe went flying.
It's powerful. He's a powerful kid.
Yep.
I asked him if he wanted to be a pro wrestler when he grows up. He's like, no, I am a pro wrestler.
Yeah, he's already. Yeah, I knew. Yeah, he already is. Yeah.
I'm like, no, but do you want to wrestle in WWE? He's like, no, I wrestle in
Yeah,
WWE.
He's WWE champion already.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. He's like, yeah, whatever. I've been there, done that. Oh, man. But I really think it's going to be Roman's time at WrestleMania.
Right.
He's going to main event. It's going to be his crowning achievement, and it won't be Drew's. Drew will not win. Brock will beat him, and that'll be that.
Well, no, I think we're going to see 2 title changes, but that's my opinion.
4 weeks away.
I just can't believe we have Elimination Chamber like this Sunday. Like,
Chamber is Sunday. Watch our Chamber watch along. We're going to be on here around 9 p.m. for the Chamber watch along. I don't like to start right when the Chamber starts. Let it go a bit, and then we'll recap what happened, and then we'll watch the main events with you.
well, they'll probably start with the Chamber, right?
Yeah. The tag team Chamber?
Yeah, I think so. I think the women will probably main event the show.
But, like, who cares about that match?
Well, because it's Becky, the importance of Becky's championship. I think that's going to be the main event. I mean, if you look at that whole Elimination Chamber show, no Universal Championship, no WWE Championship. Intercontinental titles in a 3-on-1 handicap match. There's not a lot of like star-studded matches except the Elimination Chamber matches.
Are you serious? Yeah, there's no heavyweight titles being defended, right? The male titles aren't being defended.
Andrade is defending, I think, against Humberto, I think. That's the only like major championship. And that'll probably be on the pre-show even.
Is Bayley defending?
Is she? I don't think she is.
I don't think so. Not yet. Not officially. Maybe on SmackDown tonight.
Maybe on
say
SmackDown
something.
tonight something will happen, yeah. To fill up the card.
Damn.
But you don't need to fill up a card with 2 Elimination Chamber matches that go both 30 minutes at least.
Becky and Shayna should be wrestling now.
No, Becky looks like Conor McGregor now, so she doesn't wrestle anymore.
But Becky wants Shayna. Shayna wants Becky. They want to wrestle each other. They've,
Becky
and now,
wants to wrestle?
Well,
She
Becky
just wants to dress up. Like,
no,
that's
but
it.
she was yelling at Shayna. She's like, I'll fight you right now. I'll fight you right now, Shayna. On Raw, she was saying this.
Right.
Why aren't they wrestling at Elimination Chamber? Why do we have to have this stupid match that Shayna's going to win so that we could get to WrestleMania? What are we waiting for? Just get to the fucking point already.
Well, she hasn't wrestled on Raw yet, so she needs a win to validate
She
why.
beat Kairi Sane on Raw this week, John. Are you not watching the product?
Oh, yeah, she won that. But that match wasn't even supposed to happen. It was supposed to be Oscar, remember?
So what? It was Kairi. She
Yeah, it was
beat her.
Kairi. Yeah.
One half of the tag team champions. Did you forget that they were the tag team champions? I did.
Really? Why?
I don't know. When's the last time they defended?
I think it was TLC, actually. But remember, she got hurt. That's why.
Yeah, but she's been wrestling.
Barely, though.
Kairi's been wrestling. She had a whole match with Shayna Baszler this week on Raw. She's healthy. They haven't defended the titles in 2020? Are you serious? TLC was in December.
Yeah.
So they haven't defended the titles all year. We're in March, man.
Well,
Are they going to defend the titles at WrestleMania?
I definitely think so. I think.
Are they going to drop the titles at WrestleMania? Maybe they'll defend the titles against the Iconics, and the Iconics will win 2 years in a row at WrestleMania. Maybe the Iconics are going to resurface one day. Whatever happened to them?
I think they got taken off TV for more training or
Are
whatever.
they being punished because Peyton Royce is married to Sean Spears, who was on AEW?
No, they're not being punished for that. I just think they're just being retrained because they realize they're not that good.
Really?
Well, they aren't that good, so they should be retrained.
So they're being retrained by getting no more experience in wrestling? They're not in NXT. Put them back down in NXT then if you need to give them retraining, more time. Where are the Iconics? They cut great promos. They were a great act. They disappeared.
I don't know if they were that great, though. You're really hyping them more than they were. They were, they got reactions.
Not many people get reactions, man.
I don't know if they got a lot of positive reactions, though. It's more of go home heat, I found. They got.
I don't know. They're pretty over one Raw or something in Montreal.
Yeah, they got over a handful of times, but not consistently. Mostly it's just go away.
I don't know. I like them.
Anyways, I think it's going to be Natty and Beth going for the women's tag team titles.
I don't see that.
Well, we saw Beth this week on Raw, so.
Yeah, getting RKO'd, having nothing to do with Asuka.
Right, because right now it doesn't have to happen, but eventually it will.
I don't know about that. Doubtful. Doubtful at best.
Doubtful at best. Remember this one.
All right, Big Johnny, let's wrap this thing up. You got anything else?
Any other final comments or no?
I don't know.
Antoinette?
Antoinette's up there. Thank you, Antoinette, for the super chat. Thank you, everybody, for supporting the show. Make sure to super chat when we're on. Just click the little money button down there. There's a $sign thing, and that way we'll be able to see your questions. They pop up on the screen a lot bigger, and it's easier for us to check your questions and answer, anything you have. If you have any kind of question, any kind of comment, any topic you want us to cover, hit that super chat button, and we'll hook you up. We're going to be on Sunday night. Make sure to super chat on Sunday. Make sure to super chat for the Wrestling Uncensored premiere coming up tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. right here on the channel. And also, tomorrow night. Tomorrow night?
It
My
should be
goodness,
tomorrow
what a
night.
whirlwind. Tomorrow night will be UFC 248 in Las Vegas, and we're going to be doing a watch-along for that as well.
You mean you?
I will be here with AJ. AJ will be here. Johnny won't be here. Johnny will be back on Sunday with me for
That's right.
Elimination Chamber. AJ will be here with me tomorrow night for the UFC 248 watch-along, 10 p.m. Eastern, right here on the channel. When the pay-per-view starts, you can watch us watch the pay-per-view. Israel Adesanya, Yoel Romero, and Joanna Jędrzejczyk and Zhang Weili. Did Yoel make weight?
They had the weigh-ins already?
Well, they have morning weigh-ins, don't they? UFC 248 weigh-in results. I need these results, man. Because Yoel, there's always a question. Oh, no. Uh-oh.
What's wrong?
I don't know, man. Everybody's checked in. Like, I don't think Yoel's weighed in yet.
Okay.
Wow. Oh, that's interesting, man.
So this is live ongoing as we speak, though,
this
right?
is going on right now. I'm just checking here. Whoa, they're still waiting for the scales. Okay, so here's the latest. Israel Adesanya weighed in 184.5. He's good.
Okay.
He has to weigh 185 even or a little under, right?
Right, okay.
184.5 for the champion Israel Adesanya on weight. Zhang Weili and Joanna Jędrzejczyk both made 115 for their fight. Oh, my goodness. Oh, boy. So, this is bad. I'm looking up and down this thing, the results here from MMA Junkie.
Uh-huh.
Everybody made weight on this card except Emily Whitmire on the prelims. She weighed 117.5. She needed to make 116 as a limit for her strawweight bout, so she was over by 1.5 pounds. The fight is still on, but she was fined 20% of her purse, as is, the custom. That's how it goes. If you, that's the rules.
That's crazy.
If you miss weight, 20% of your purse goes to your opponent. So everybody's weighed in. Everybody's weighed in on the card except for Yoel.
Why?
What do you think? He's having trouble. This is crazy.
Well, the fact that no one's there is even crazier, actually.
What do you mean?
There's just nobody at the podium.
Yeah, we're watching like a blank podium right now. I could show this, right? Can I show this?
It's on YouTube, so why not?
I'm going to show this real quick. Look at that. That's the scene. People just waiting for Yoel Romero.
It's kind of odd.
Wow.
Hopefully he makes weight.
Yeah, I really hope he makes weight so we have a title fight tomorrow night.
Well, it'll be less interesting, right?
Jeez. That's crazy. I was just like, oh, yeah, we got the UFC watch-along tomorrow. I wonder if Yoel made weight.
Well, at least you guys all didn't pick him, right? So that's good.
None of us picked him to win. But the fact that everybody's weighed in and he hasn't, not a good sign.
Hopefully the fight will still happen.
Yeah, hopefully it does. Because, the Ringside Report preview show is going on TSN tonight. We're not re-recording shit, brother. We did it last night.
Yikes. So, yeah, hopefully everything goes according to plan.
What happens, happens. You got to watch it live on YouTube when it happens, right? We're live on YouTube. Sometimes the replay goes on the radio. What are you going to do, brother? That's a little inside. Don't tell anybody.
Well, it happens. It's too bad.
These things happen, man. Okay, we got to go.
All right, let's go.
We love you. Watch Wrestling Uncensored tomorrow. Watch our UFC 248 watch-along tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Super chat us during the Wrestling Uncensored premiere tomorrow, 10 a.m. Super chat us during the UFC 248 watch-along tomorrow night, 10 p.m. And then me and Johnny will be back for Elimination Chamber on Sunday, brother. Thanks for watching. We love you big time.
That's how you do your gaming, like this? Like with the nunchucks? Like
Subscribe. Do all the things. We love you big time. Goodbye.